What's going on, guys? This is Ben from NolanTCG, and we are back from YCS Sydney. So, YCS Sydney was just over the weekend. We decided to take dinosaurs along with a few of the guys from our locals that weren't taking August. They decided to take dinosaurs, so I was one of them. Yeah, we decided to take dinosaurs. Overall, it went alright for me. Went X2 day 1, made day 2, crashed out pretty quickly day 2, but we thought we'd just do a little bit of a deck profile and show off what we played, because it didn't go terribly, but could have gone a little bit better on the second day, but wasn't so bad the first day. But yeah, we'll get on into a little bit of a profile. We'll probably see deck profiles going up in the next couple of days we have Josh's Salamangreat list from YCS that he made top 16 with. We'll also be having like meme night at locals on Tuesday, so like everyone's going to be playing some fun stuff. So we'll probably be doing the deck challenge then, so feel free to see that one on the channel. I believe it's going to be 6 Samurai. But yeah, we'll get into this deck profile and off we go. Okay, so starting us off, we had the best card of the weekend for me, which was Ultimate Conductor Tyranno. It just did good work all weekend, just crashing through boards. Came in clutch a couple of times where like the opponent would summon something in defense mode to like chump block, and then you just be like, okay, just keep going. But yeah, it worked really, really well. Pairing it off with the Oviraptor. Drew it a decent amount, given that you play 6 copies. I think there was the only games where I was completely hopeless were games where I just didn't see this at all or a way to get to this in the slightest. Same as with the Misk. If I didn't see Ovi or Misk, it was just kind of game over. There was one game where I had a chance of using a different line of play, but I just completely forgot it in the heat of the moment and then realized after the fact that I could have actually played through. But the card we drew quite a lot this weekend was the Pankatops in the main. I really, really liked it at 3. Got me out of a lot of problems where it was game 1 against like a roguish matchup. I had the Pankatops in hand and it got me out of the situation that I've been stuck in. Then for the one-ofs, we played 1 Quatless, 1 Rex, 1 Aolo. This was the worst card in the deck. Probably will be cut, or almost certainly gets cut in future when we see the new Dino, the little diamond crocodile come out. This is completely gone. And then we just played 1 of each of the babies. We just didn't want to brick on multiple. We ended up dropping out of the event when we lost our final game on day 2, when we just drew both and 3 hand traps and didn't really have a way to play. But speaking of the hand traps, we did play quite a lot because we were a blind second build. So 3 Ash, 3 Bell, and then we decided to main 3 Nibiru. I didn't mind the hand trap ratios. I actually considered that maining Lancia over Bell would have been more correct. Given that the format's probably going to be changing anyway, the Bell probably gets even worse, where you just need to Lancia to shut off an Orcus turn if Babel gets banned, and Bell would just be like terrible, because it's only really there to like stop recursion. As the longer the day went on, the more I got into just belling the Symbol Skeleton summon instead of trying to like stop the combo earlier. But getting into the spells, we were 3 copies of Lost World. A lot of the better opponents just tried to out this as quickly as possible. They'd hold their Spell and Trap Destruction for this, or the Dingirsu Sen was on this, and it was correct. Just being able to like stop the targeting and everything was big when it was able to go off. But we just played the 1 Terraforming as well. This was the 41st card. This is a 41 card deck. We chose to play the Terraforming because we wanted to see Lost World a bit more often. And mathematically, we didn't see a massive drop in playing the 41 cards in order to see the Lost World a little bit more. But then, staple card of 3 Fossil Dig. Definitely play this, like, of course, obvious. We did go with an Extrav build, which was the difference between my list and the other list that we took for the other guys at locals. I was playing Extrav, whereas they played a little bit more of like a combo-oriented build. But then, rounding me off, we saw 3 Super Poly. It went all right on the weekend. There was one huge moment where I forgot that I had this set, and I could have easily won, but instead I just forgot to activate it. Big old stupid me. And 2 Pill to round off the main deck. Very, very good card. I felt the 9 non-dinos worked well with this. I never saw this and didn't have a way to not use it. So yeah, I would definitely... The 2's fine with the 9 hand traps. Didn't have any issues with it at all. So we'll get off into the extra deck next, but I'll just pop these guys to the side and we'll be back. So next off we have the extra deck. So we just played 3 links. So the Almirage, Phoenix, and Pentastag. In testing it came up quite a lot, as we've got a fly flying around, we'll shoo that away. In testing it came up a lot that I needed to probably play 2 Pentastag. On the weekend it didn't really come up that I didn't have the Pentastag. It did come up once that I didn't have the Phoenix when I probably needed the Phoenix, but that's the joys of playing an extra build. For the XEs, we just played 2 of each, so 2 Dweller, 2 Dolka, and 2 Lagia. Then for our fusions, we played 2 copies of Dragostapelia, 2 Starving Venom Fusion Dragon, 1 Mud Dragon. This put in the most work out of anything. Just being able to like surprise rogue matchups. I found that Nibiruing a Dragon Link player, a lot of players this weekend were playing extenders to get through Nibiru. So when you Nibiru the Dragon Link player, if they still manage to get a little bit more of a combo going and establish the Heraldic Seal, standby phase super poly, or draw phase super poly because you do have priority. You just make Mud Dragon, getting rid of the rock and their Heraldic Seal just kind of stops that. And then we played the 1 Duplexer. I felt as though this was correct over playing the Salamangreat Fusion, just because you can't afford for your opponent to hit you with the Salamangreat Fusion using the Salamangreat Fusion as material. So the Duplex was very good. I didn't see any rogue that was just a Cyburst rogue deck to be able to super poly into this, but I'm sure it probably would have come up for some people if like they weren't floating around high tables, which I wasn't floating around high tables. I kind of like jumped from low to high to low to high and then just went on my winning streak to get to day 2. So we'll get off into the side deck after I put these guys aside. Okay, so starting us off in the side deck, we did side the 3 Lancia. Big thing this weekend was I found that players that were maining Lancia were doing very well. So possibly looking at the format, maining Lancia going forward. If Babel gets banned, maining Lancia will become much better because it shuts down the whole turn and they can't combo off next turn, so you just get a chance to kill Orcust. Following that up, we played the 6 Spell and Trap Destructions in 3 Cosmic and 3 Twister. I found against control decks, we did have 6 dead cards in the deck, so it was just an easy swap of 6 cards in, 6 cards out. Away we go. Then, for our going first cards, for when we felt our opponent was going to make us go first, I played 3 Silent Graveyard. The times that it came up, and it worked well. But following that up, we sided in Impermanence going first, just because it was a card we could set, and then if our opponent still decided to make us go second, it was something that we could still activate. And yeah, so that was our list. Over the course of the weekend, I had a pretty fun time. Met some nice people. Can't complain. It was probably my best YCS so far, I guess. Like, we've made day 2 before, but we always crash out at the start of day 2 whenever we've made day 2. So going the X2 was pretty good, considering that like I was playing Orcust until like a month ago, and then decided that no, I didn't want to be stuck with Orcust with the ban list being so close, so why not just play Dinosaur instead and have a bit more fun. And so yeah, if you are looking to test this deck out, it probably will be a fun deck, new Master Rule, especially with the Diamond Crocodile. But yeah, overall, can't complain. And this has been Ben from NolanTCG. Have a good afternoon, everybody.